Hello guys, this is Cyber and I want to welcome you to the second episode of Gamer Tales. Gamer Tales is a series of stories about gamers and gaming in general. And as stated in the previous episode, I'm not going to be the one always telling the story. So this time around we have a very special guest telling the story. So kick back, relax, and enjoy the second episode of Gamer Tales.
You want to know what I remember about the contest itself, or what happened before the contest, or?
Yeah, all of that. Just tell me all of it.
Tell you everything.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it was summer of it was 95. I'm finna say 70. It's 95. You had just gotten out of the 9th grade. It was the summer before you become 10th grade. And you came in the house wanting to. A friend of yours had told you about this game at Blockbusters. They wanted to participate in it. But when they told you they were going to participate, I think Pooh Bear told you he was going to, you want to go do it. The first Saturday, and I wasn't too enthusiastic about it because you say that you would have to, if you won the test, you would have to go to Florida. And I wasn't so happy about having to go to Florida. I said, I don't know about driving way to Florida and having to go way down there and spending all this money to come out playing a game. And so you somehow, you hoodwink your daddy to take you to the, because I remember you said it was 3 contests that you had to compete in, 3 Saturdays. And so you got him to take you the first Saturday, and I didn't know what was going on. And so when the second Saturday come along, Daddy was nowhere to be found. So here you come and asking me to take you, and I said, I got mad because I said, I wasn't going to have nothing to do with this, just between you and your dad. But I took you anyway to the contest, because I didn't have any idea what was going on. And I think I took you to the 3rd one, and I was so happy that it was all over with. And one day in August, after the summer, we had gotten through with going through the competition and everything, that UPS truck pulled up in front of the house. So one day, I was sitting on the porch, and they brought me this envelope. And I got the envelope, and I signed it. I signed the thing, and they gave it to me, and I opened it up. And it was saying, congratulations that you had won, and then they would say, call this number to make arrangements. He can bring one parent or one escort with him. All expense paid. You know, you don't have to pay for nothing. And I said, well, oh my goodness, I don't have to pay. So I went in the house and I made the telephone call. I called, and I told them, they asked me which parent was coming. I told them I was coming. And so when Daddy got home, he wanted to know who was going, and I said, I'm going. Because, of course, I didn't have to pay. So we were so excited. I was teaching school at the time, so that was like the first day of school. And I had never missed the first day of school. And I said, this time I'm missing the first day of school because I'm not missing this trip. When we left, got to the airport, he had never flown and I had never flown. And this was a great adventure for both of us. We took our both first flights together. So we left and then we flew to Texas. Which was it?
Yeah.
Houston. And everything was going okay. We learned how to get around the airport and everything. And we left Houston and we flew to Fort Lauderdale. And when we got off the plane, there was a lot of people there. We were surprised because it was reporters and everything that was there in that lobby to greet us. And they took us from there to there. We had transportation and everything. they took us from there to the hotel. They secured all our things, and they had food laid out from one end to the next. And then they had a banquet that night. We saw the movie. They played the movie for the children. What was the name of that movie? Rudy. How he was sitting and watched the movie. And they did a lot of inspirational speaking and a lot of inspirational talking. The children were introduced, and they were assigned to their groups. We saw people from all over the world, children from all over the world. I was surprised. I had no idea that this competition was worldwide, and they were actually bringing these people in. There were people from England and people from Alaska. And what else can I remember? Well, there were just lots of people there. A lot of young people. All ages, And so they tried to mix the groups up into different ages. They had someone from different ages group in each group. And each group had was supposed to be kind of equal in skill level. They didn't want to make one group a little bit more skilled than the other. And so after that, we went to our hotel rooms and we got ready for the next day. And the next day was that was Saturday morning. And it was filled with lots of activities and we went to the place where they were having it at. It's a big place in Fort Lauderdale where it was a big arena, huge arena. They had a lot of companies that had come in, and they were exhibiting all of their games. And they had some real games, and it took us a long time. We had a lot of animals and things, a lot of stuff. Not stuffed animals, but they had a lot of mannequins. Yeah, costumes, walking around, and the children, lots of games. There was lots of stuff for the children. We stayed there all day, and they competed on different games and worked on different games. And his team did pretty good the first day. And then we went back to the hotel, and we had another little. We had time to rest, and go around and walk around and look around a little bit. And then they had we had to go down and eat at a certain time, and everything was just like all laid out. I had never seen that much food laid out. I mean, it was just everything. Anything you wanted was there. And so after that, the next day, it was Sunday. That was when the final competitions were held, and the final awards ceremony was held. And for some reason, he didn't hear. He thought that the session that the last session they told him to go through, they put them all on a stage, and all of them had their own little machine, and they were to play this game. But he thought it was a practice section. And he didn't hear that this wasn't a practice session. This was going to be the final game. So he went up thinking that it was a practice section. And I could not get his attention for nothing to tell him, this is not a practice session. This is the game. You need to play hard. But I couldn't get him to look. He just kept on, playing. And when he came out, I told him, I said, that wasn't no practice session. That was the real thing. They told me it was the real thing after you all had gotten up there. And he said, well, don't worry about it. He said, Mom, I had a lot of fun anyway. He said, if I don't win, that's all right. He said, I had a good time. I said, yeah, we did have a good time anyway. I said, we. I said, we had a good time. I said, even if we don't win. But when we got to the award show, his team had won. He didn't win individually. And he got a trophy. And he got a lot of awards. And he was real pleased at just being on the winning team. So we came back home, and he has been a game enthusiast. He was a game enthusiast before, and he has never stopped being a game enthusiast. But those are my most vivid memories of that summer of '95.